FLDS in the Jeffs family, or you have somebody who's just, you know,
But just
as
to actually to define the to define the difference between the era of Hubbard and Miscavige, what way, how could you define that? What was, I know you've talked about a few of the differences, but just to actually round that up, how could you define what was the major differences between both eras?
well, I mean, when Miscavige took over, I was a public again, and I'd already dialed back my involvement a bit. But and so I'm trying to remember. I know one thing he did was uh, just expel a lot of people at the Mission Holders Conference. These were people who had missions, small Scientology centers who were doing great. Um, he made it so that it's harder to get auditing. He put in a lot of rules, roadblocks. So he did that. Uh, he did things like I mentioned, where he takes away the 6-year cycling in and out thing. Um, just and he added all these drills, and he revised all this auditing, and it's supposed to be against policy for anybody but Hubbard to do that, and Hubbard's dead. So there was a lot of that. There's a lot more discipline stuff under Miscavige, but it, and I've had people tell me that they had a great time when Hubbard was at the helm. I was pretty young still when Hubbard was still alive, and but I do remember I saw some ridiculous stuff when he was alive too. So it's kind of like you're not going from good to bad, you're going from bad to worse, kind of.
Yeah, and one thing I can't get out of my head, right? And if you don't know much about it, that's fine. But the contract itself, the billion-year contract, right? I need to know more about this because what was that about? What were you signing your life away to? What